My wife, Maschaba, I met her a long time ago when we were still young. And we've been dating before we even finished our high school. And we are now married for more than 16 years now, and still growing strong, our love, and taking care of our boys. And yeah, she's been a pillar of strength for me, and number one supporter and number one critic. but yeah, the support that I've enjoyed from her is really what drove me and what made it possible for me to get to where I am now. Played football. I played. I didn't go to professional, but as an amateur, I played up until I started focusing on my studies, and I think I was around 23 years old when I really stopped playing football. But that's my passion, and even if you ask me about sports, football, and I remain a biggest supporter of Bloemfontein Celtic. We grew up supporting it from Bloemfontein, and it became a culture for us as a soccer team. And traveling around the country, going and supporting them, those are memories that are still with me. But yeah, I mean, football has been something that I grew up really having a passion. I played a little bit of cricket and rugby there, but really I think soccer is the one that I enjoy the most. I'm quite into soul music a lot. I love soul music. I grew up listening to radio stations like Radio Bob, Radio Mabatu, and DJs like Peter Manzana, and later on we enjoyed Eddie Zondi at Metro FM and so forth. So soul music, it's my first love, but I also play a lot of jazz. Not deep jazz like you will get with the Mashabas of this world, but I really enjoy jazz as well, particularly local jazz. Abdullah Ibrahim, Stimela, I really enjoy that. Jimmy Lulu and others. But yeah, my strong passion is also music. I've really been listening to it from a young age. My dad used to play a lot of Aretha Franklin, He used to play a lot of this type of music. So I grew up with that type of music, and up to this age, I think my boys are starting to love the same music as well, because I play it every time I have an opportunity. Yeah. No, I don't cook. My wife has really spoiled me there, and I used to really be a good cook, especially with pasta. I used to do very nice pasta. I think I must start going back and cooking again. But yeah, really she has spoiled me. She's really taking very good care of us, and we are very lucky to have her. But yeah, I enjoy. I'm not very picky in terms of food. I'm really open to adventures and eating types of cooks, from your biryanis, your traditional foods that we always do, your scopo, So yeah, I'm quite open. I really enjoy my food. I used to go a lot because by the way, my professional background is it's in the tourism and leisure industry. I traveled a lot when I was working in the private sector. For RCI, I used to work for Air Botswana. I worked for Cathay Pacific Airways. So yeah, we've been to Asia, we've been to many parts of Africa, been to the US once or twice, UK and so forth, France. So yeah, I've been quite lucky to have traveled and seen what's happening in other parts of the world. I remember once when I came back from a trip in one of the African countries, and I coming back home, and with the turmoil that was happening during that time of the President Mbeki and Jacob Zuma, and some of us were quite worried as to what direction our country was taking. And having seen a failed African country where I was coming from a holiday, I realized that we need to save this country and make sure that the future generation get to enjoy what we are enjoying. And that's what really inspired me to join politics. This is where we are now. But traveling has really opened my eyes. Going into advanced countries like Singapore and going to China and seeing how they do things and how they actually get technology to work for them. It inspires you to say, really, even an African country can get to that level. So, that's why some of us are in politics. We really want to see this country, being run in a proper way, so that our kids and their kids and our grandchildren can be able to enjoy a country where everything is working, and they're able to really unleash their potential and achieve more than what we have achieved as this generation.